Let's turn to some other headlines right now. Your voice, your vote, and tomorrow your vote back under the microscope.
Yeah, here is a live look inside a Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Tonight, your ballots being counted at those tables, and those counting tables back on the floor after a week on pause. So the question everyone has, what's next?
And will things change after some fiery exchanges between some county and state Republicans? ABC 15's Nicole Valdez walking us through it all.
Sunday, the Coliseum once again transformed from an empty arena back to home base for yet another review of the 2020 election.
And I think we're really at the point where we just need this to wrap up. We need to see the report and we need to go from there. We need to get to a point of finality.
Gina Roberts with the Arizona Clean Elections Commission looking ahead at the finish line, remembering the reason we were told we got here. Senate Republicans saying their goal was to restore confidence in our election despite no evidence showing any problems last year.
When you talk about confidence, where are voters really going to place their confidence at when everything's said and done?
We saw some fiery exchanges among officials last week after concerns, questions, and accusations dominated the headlines. But Roberts says her focus is the end result. The report Cyber Ninjas will publish once the work is done.
Going into this audit, and again, it being, new territory here, there's never really been a clear pathway set forward.
But she notes this letter sent by Maricopa County to Senate President Karen Fann last week, demanding she and auditors hired by Senate Republicans preserve all documentation related to the work being done.
I think at the bare minimum, the Senate audit needs to be withheld to the same standards that Arizona election officials are held to. And so that includes retaining all of that documentation. And the reason for that, the reason why we've seen is because whatever's put in that report, it needs to be backed up. It needs to be justified. And we need to see all of that documentation to determine, okay, how were these results concluded?
County officials cite potential legal claims, though, after a Twitter account associated with auditors accused election administrators of deleting data.
You don't have any perceived notions about what you're going to find in that audit. That you can't have that because then it becomes a bias. And I think with that goes, you can't really have kind of gotcha moments, if you will. And so I think it was not very prudent of them to be releasing information on social media where it's reaching voters and it has the potential of going viral when we don't have the full report. We don't have the full context.
The new deadline to get these ballots recounted is June 30th, and already more counting tables set up than we saw in previous weeks, likely in hopes of getting it done within their new timeline. In Phoenix, Nicole Valdez, ABC 15, Arizona.